Hey everybody, it's Brook Waldorf. Welcome back to my channel. If you were at my Valentine's live stream, thank you so much. I think it was a total success. I had a blast. I hope you did as well. And I will be doing my monthly live stream the last Saturday of this month. That's February 29th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on my YouTube channel. And that will be the March monthly pick a card and just chillin'. So please join me there if you're interested. Also follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up to date with my channel, if you want to keep in contact with me. I'm going to be putting some sneak peeks for a very exciting reading that I'm putting out in a couple weeks on my Instagram starting very soon, so you're going to want to follow me, I promise. But anyway, let's get into this reading. So this is another pick a card, and it's another one of my super specific pick a cards that has my handwritten messages for you guys. So this is going to be who will you marry? So we're going to find out all about who you're going to marry, what they may look like, their zodiac sign, and I also chose three super famous iconic television weddings to see which one your wedding is going to be most like. So that's a little fun surprise at the end of each reading. So make sure you stick around to the end of each group because that's when I do my handwritten messages. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put the groups up on the screen. So use your intuition to choose whichever group you're feeling particularly drawn to. As always, timestamps will be in the description and pinned in the comments so you can fast forward at your convenience whenever you're ready. Also remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, and if it doesn't resonate, it just simply was not meant for you. However, if you're interested in getting a private reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description below. And I renew all of my listings every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, unless otherwise stated on my Etsy shop announcement. So if you do not see any listings, check the announcement. They sell out in the first few hours, so if you don't see any listings, again, I renew on Saturday mornings. So anyways, without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive right into this reading with Group 1, Sailor Chibi Moon. All right, Group 1, let's go ahead and get into it. So who will you marry? Also, of course, make sure to stick around to the end so you can see my little handmade, super specific messages. But let's get into the reading. So first of all, they could, for some of you guys, definitely be a water sign because we have the Pisces and the Scorpio energy right here, and I'm just like drawn right to this because I do feel like you guys also have this very kind of like psychic connection. What this feels like to me is, of course, take what resonates, because I know so many people get so annoyed when us tarot readers say, oh, this could be an ex, oh, this could be someone from your past. That's not going to be the case for everybody. For some of you, I think this is someone from your past, and that doesn't necessarily mean an ex, because to be honest, that's not really what I'm feeling. If that's what resonates, go ahead and take that. You know, if this sounds like that person once we get into it. But I think more than likely it's like an old friend or an old crush or somebody that was, you know, in your life that maybe isn't currently in your life, but they were in the past and they're going to come back around. Because we've got the death energy, which death is all about, you know, moving on from the old, letting the new come in. And then we've got this Ace of Swords over here. And the Ace of Swords is communication coming in. You know, all aces represent new beginnings. And for some of you, this will be a totally new person. But I'm just really feeling like particularly drawn to the fact that I think for a lot of you guys, this is going to be somebody that you already know who, for one reason or another, is not currently in your life right now. And I think for the vast majority of you guys, this person, the time frame of them not being in your life hasn't been that long. So maybe you haven't talked for 6 months or a year or 2 years or something like that. Like, I don't feel like it's been 10 years for you guys. Like, I feel like it's more of a shorter duration that they've been gone. But yeah, the Ace of Swords represents the communication coming in. Also represents a moment of clarity, which is interesting because we've got this Six of Swords over here. And the Six of Swords speaks of walking away from something that no longer serves you. So this is like a toxic, relationship or a toxic situation. It could represent actual moving. So it could be that maybe this person moved away, or maybe you moved away and you guys just kind of lost touch. It could be that maybe your relationship got toxic, or not even so much toxic, but more just like, maybe one of you was in a relationship and the other one had feelings and they had to leave, or you had to leave, or just, I don't know, something pulled you guys apart from each other, and it was exactly what was meant to happen. We needed this like little mini kind of death here. Yeah, we needed, sorry, I just made me think of something really dirty and I'm not going to say it out loud. But you needed this like little moment of, being away from each other, so that you guys could both kind of come to this moment of clarity. And for some of you, maybe that moment of clarity is realizing that you have feelings for this person. Again, for a lot of you, I don't think this was an ex. I think this was, like I said, like a friend or a coworker or something along those lines. Especially with the Seven of Pentacles, that Pentacle energy could be a coworker, but yeah, I feel friend, coworker, something along those lines. But this relationship has the potential to be something really fantastic. And the thing that is really standing out to me with the Seven of Pentacles is the fact that, she's pregnant, and that's all about, growth and nurturing. And that's what I feel like, again, your relationship needed to be kind of severed, that Ace of Swords, the Scythe of Death, like your relationship kind of needed to be severed for a period of time so that you both could grow on your own first and foremost, and then get to that point where you realize like, oh crap, like I have feelings for them. And yeah, I feel like you guys have this really strong connection. So what's interesting is you have the High Priestess here, which is all about, intuitive connection and the psychic. And when I was doing my 2020 year ahead readings, my private readings, the High Priestess was all up in those readings. I think she was in all but like one. And in all of those, she popped out numerous times. And for me, I feel like there's this collective energy for the year 2020. Now, this is a timeless reading, but I'm focusing on 2020 right now because that's where we are. And that's the message I'm getting. But I think that a lot of people are going to be intuitively guided to meet the right people for them. Not just romantically. I think soul family, I think business partnerships, and love. And so I think that there's a very good chance that this person will come back into your life within this year. And I think that they're probably going to be the one reaching out. Ace of Swords for me oftentimes represents online communication. So it could be that they reach out, via email or a DM, like Instagram, Twitter, like something like that. Could be texting as well, but it usually means more like to the social media realm for me personally. Could be that you randomly are on like, I don't know, like a dating app or something, and you randomly come across them and you're like, what? Like, what are you doing here, George? Also don't know why George is the name that popped into my mind, but let's go with it. But yeah, so I think it'll probably be that person reaching out to you for most of you guys. Again, I don't think this is necessarily an ex. It could be for some of you, but I think it was more like a friend that you lost touch with. And again, I think that happened for a reason, so that you could grow as individuals and come back together when the time is right. So listen to your intuition, because you might be intuitively guided to do certain things that you might, at face value, not even think have anything to do with love. But it's, when you look back, you'll be like, oh, wow, like that makes sense now. It's like that kind of a feeling that I'm getting. So I think there's a very good chance that you guys will come back together within this year. So we've got first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. So I think for you, it's the commitment of, how do I put this? It's like the commitment of being yourself, the commitment of not settling, the commitment of being you, being authentic, being vulnerable, being open. Because I feel like that's probably what happened here is you guys were probably just, a little bit younger, a little bit less mature, maybe afraid to open up, afraid to be vulnerable. And now with what you've gone through and the time that you've been apart, I feel like now you're in that space where you're ready to do those things. And I think your commitment is being tested, meaning, I think maybe some of you guys have actually been wanting this person to come back. Maybe they've been on your mind. Maybe you've been feeling their energy and thinking they were going to reach out and you're surprised they haven't yet. If that's the case, don't give up hope, and just keep hoping, keep having faith, and just live your life. Then we've got the yes card. Not even just yes, it's like yes. So if you have a certain person in your mind, that could very well be that exact person. And also I'm taking this as, I think this is a yes, that this is going to happen within the year. I don't think you're necessarily going to get married this year, but I think they're going to come back into your life this year. Okay. Oh, I just saw the next one, so I might just take back what I just give me 1 second. We'll get there. Okay, so we've got children. Your love life is being affected by children. And then the other one is wedding. This situation involves marriage. Okay, so this is the person you're going to marry because that's literally the title of the reading. So we already knew this, but it could perhaps be that maybe for some of you guys, maybe the wedding does happen this year. For most of you, probably not. But for some of you, I do think that there's a select few where this could move very quickly. And it could be because of children. You might have children, they might have children, you might both have children, or you might just really want to start a family. You might just know, like, boom, like this is my guy, this is my girl, like this is right, like I want to adopt immediately, or I want to, have a baby or whatever, like let's do it. We're not getting any younger. Although if you're like 18, you've got time. Please don't rush anything. I'm talking to the people in their like, 20s and 30s and 40s, but you know what I mean? Like I definitely get this feeling that for a lot of you, this might be very quick. And like I said, it might be because you want to blend your families. It might be because you just freaking know, man, and you just want to be together and you want to start a family. So no matter what, I mean, this is the person you're going to marry, which again, that's the reading. We knew that, but it's nice to know. Also, one quick thing before we get on to my handmade messages. The children card also for me signifies if children have, like actual children have nothing to do with your situation, it signifies kind of that energy of like the Fool in the tarot, of kind of finding that childlike sense of wonder again. So it's like you had to go through this separation so that you could learn and grow and heal, so that you could get back to that place where you believe in love again and where you trust again. And that's why you needed to be apart from this person, because the timing just wasn't right. But looks like it's about to be. So, okay, I'm going to put down my mic, so if I sound a little far away, that's why. Let's go ahead and get into the handmade messages, and we'll start with this side, and we'll do hair color first. So, immediately I'm drawn to that one and that one. Okay, that was quick. All right, let's see what we've got for you guys. All right, so we've got potential light brown hair or black. All right. Nice choices. Excellent. All right, let's see eye color. Okay. That was a tough one. Okay, so for eye color, we have blue and brown. All right, and then we'll go zodiac, which I said I was feeling water signs, so inevitably we will not get water signs for this. I'm sure of it. This one. Fire. Okay, fire. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Okay, now let's move on to the real fun stuff. Let's do personality first. All right, their personality. I added some new ones, so there's a lot in here. It's kind of hard to shuffle. Let's see. Okay, there's one. Oop, that one too, I guess. Let's do 4 of these. Let's do 3. 4. Actually, 5. Okay. All right. So we have got extroverted. We've also got someone with a tough love personality, which is totally Scorpio, but also I would think Aries as well. Outgoing and friendly. So we've got extroverted, outgoing, friendly. Ooh, cool. I was feeling this one. I was hoping it would come out. I was totally feeling that. Cool / badass. And then the final one is shy / quiet. Okay, so it could be that for some of you, this person is more shy and quiet, and for some of you, they're more outgoing and friendly. Or it could also be kind of that, like my personality, honestly, like I'm pretty like shy and quiet when I like first meet people, but then I'm like super outgoing and friendly. And it also just depends on the mood I'm in. Like, because I tell my mom I'm an introvert, and she's like, you talk to everybody at the grocery store. She's like, you know everyone at the deli counter and everyone at Starbucks' name. Like, stop. And I'm just like, what? Like, they give me my food and they're nice. Like, I talk to them. Like, doesn't mean I'm an extrovert. Like, but, you know, I feel like they have that kind of personality where they like, again, it feels very Scorpio to me because I'm a Scorpio, but it's got that vibe of like, you know, they're like an enigma. Like sometimes they're outgoing, sometimes they're shy. You don't really know what you're gonna get or when you're gonna get it. But overall, I think they are extroverted. Okay, so then I did style. So how do they dress? What is their style like? I'm drawn to this one, so this is the one we're gonna take. We're just gonna do one of these. Average. Doesn't put a ton of effort into style. Tees and jeans. So they look nice. I mean, they don't look like they're like just schlepping around town in like a grocery bag or anything. A grocery bag, that'd be weird. I'm going to say trash bag, but a grocery bag would be very small. But yeah, they're not somebody that puts a ton of effort into their appearance. They just look nice. You know, they don't really have like a distinct kind of style. And now we've got your wedding will be like. So I chose 3 iconic television weddings, and we're gonna see what your wedding will be like. It's gotta be this one. Yes, Luke and Laura from GH. If you don't know who they are, Google them. Please watch it. It's on YouTube. General Hospital, the soap opera. This was in like the 80s, the early 80s, I believe. I grew up watching GH. Not at this point. I was not alive, but I grew up watching GH. I was obsessed with Lucky and Elizabeth. But anyway, okay, so your wedding will be iconic. An outdoor wedding with killer fashion. Like, please do yourself a favor. Actually, I'll put a picture on the screen. Don't even worry about it. Keep your eyes peeled for a saboteur in haute couture. So I was going to write sabotager and then realized that is not a word. So that's why that got crossed out real fast. But yeah, Elizabeth Taylor crashed their wedding. So look out for that. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. That's going to do it for you. If you enjoyed it and you're new, please consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. All right, group 2, Levi. All right, group 2, let's get into it. All right, so who are you going to marry? Well, first of all, you have 3 major arcana, so that is some huge life-changing energy. Let's just go ahead and get into the world card, because I swear there's at least one of these groups in every love reading that I do. So for you guys, you could very well be marrying someone who is from a different race, different culture, different country, different religion, since we have the Hierophant right here. Could very well be that your views on religion or spirituality are very different, or at least, you know, how you grew up. Your views will be very different. But yeah, again, different race, different nationality, you know, someone that grew up very differently than you. But yeah, so this could also possibly signify meeting while traveling, which also seems to be a message I get a lot for people as well too, because it is also right next to the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands speaks of adventure and getting out of your comfort zone and being spontaneous. And so it could be that you meet on like a spontaneous trip, you know, maybe a friend is like, hey, want to travel halfway across the world in like 3 weeks? And you're like, what? Like, I found a great deal. Yeah, okay, sure, why not? And then like, boom, you meet your true love. So that could definitely be the case for some of you guys. But yeah, I think for a lot of you, this is going to be somebody, like I said, they don't necessarily have to be from another country, but a different race or different religion. Like, there's definitely something about them that's very different from you. So there's that. You're that group. Like I said, I feel like I get one of those every time I do a love reading. So there's that. Now let's also get into the rest of this. Well, I think this person for the most part has a feminine energy, which everybody has feminine and masculine energy. So that doesn't mean that they are a woman. Unless you're into women, then sure, they're a woman. But, you know, it's about their energy. It's about being in the more masculine or the more feminine. I despite being incredibly girly, tend to have a masculine personality. So that's just like an example. But I'm sure you guys knew that. I don't know why I'm rambling. Let's keep moving. Keep it moving, Brooke. Because we do have this Empress energy here. So the Empress is the divine feminine. So I see this as somebody who is a little bit more in the feminine energy. And I think that they're just going to make you feel like you're in this energy too, because I get this feeling that they're just going to be like wild about you and like wild about your body. Like I'm just like getting this feeling of like, you're like going to be feeling yourself. Like if you're somebody who maybe has some like body insecurities, or maybe, maybe you don't love how you look, this person's going to help you fix that, because I just get this feeling of like, they're going to love everything about you, like physically. Like, I mean, I'm sure they're going to love your personality too, obviously, but like, I'm just like fixated on like the physical right now is like, oh my God, like they just love every little bit of you, everything about you. They find everything attractive. That funny way you scrunch your nose when you laugh, that weird noise you make when you sneeze, like they love it. They love all of it. So I just get this feeling of like being treated pampered. That's the word. I feel like they're going to pamper you. Like they're going to treat you like the king or the queen that you are. And I just feel like they're a very nurturing person. A little naughty, but nurturing. Like I get this feeling of like pampering and just like adoring you and like treating you like a king or a queen, and just, yeah, it's just like this very like, I don't even know how to put it, like sensual, like I don't even know, but it seems great. So, yeah, I think they're just going to like worship the ground you walk on and love everything about you. And they're going to make you feel amazing. And they're going to make you feel really loved. So who doesn't want that? That sounds wonderful. So Hierophant is also a marriage card, which like, hello, this is who are you going to marry? So we already knew that, but there's some more confirmation that this is the person you're going to marry. But they're not going to come into your life until you've been through the ringer, which to be honest, I think you guys pretty much already have. I feel like this is something that's already happened. The Five of Swords is the wounded warrior. So this is like the scars, the emotional scars that we carry with us from, our baggage, from past relationships, insecurities, etc. And again, I think they're going to really help you fully get out of this energy. You got to do some work on your own first, and I'm sure you have been, but I think they're really going to just like, bye. And it may also be that you guys have been through similar things. Because I get this feeling of potentially like bonding over similar experiences. So it could be that they had a similar past, maybe, with family or with romantic relationships or friendships or anything. It could be that maybe they had similar things happen in their past and you guys bond over that as well. And again, that Knight of Wands, this is a very spontaneous energy. This is a very exciting energy. So I think this person has a very like youthful spirit. Childlike, not childish. Obviously, we don't want childish. That's immature. But childlike, like a childlike sense of wonder. I feel like this person's going to always keep you guessing in the best way possible. They're going to be, I think, very spontaneous. I think they're going to love to travel. I see you guys traveling together a lot. Again, you could possibly meet while traveling as well. But let's get to your oracle cards. So we've got, this is interesting. Communication is key, New Moon in Gemini. It could be that you speak different languages. It could be that you end up learning their language, they end up learning your language. What's that? Isn't it Love Actually, isn't it Colin Firth? Like him and like the girl he ends up with, like don't they like not even speak each other's languages like at all in the beginning? Like for some of you it could be as far as that, or maybe they at least know some of your language or some of theirs, but we've got technology, so that's helpful. But yeah, communication is key. That's very interesting. Then we've got trust. So you've got to trust that this is going to happen because, again, I see that you guys have some baggage, which, like, who doesn't? And you've got to trust as much as you can because everything is so beautiful, except this one little difficult corner over here. Also, the Hierophant is a message of needing to have faith. The Hierophant is a message of, like, hey, you're trying to manifest something real magical here because guess what? You've got the Law of Attraction card, so you are manifesting each other. Hey, you're trying to manifest something really magical, and it's going to take some time. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. So trust. Law of attraction. It just says attraction. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Again, this is my Law of Attraction card. So it says to me that you are manifesting this person. They are manifesting you. So try to keep your thoughts as positive as possible. No one's perfect. It's okay to have those little intrusive thoughts come in every now and again, but try to trust as much as you possibly can. And then we've got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So that kind of has to do with that communication is key as well. So maybe because of your past, you have a hard time opening up. You have a hard time being completely authentically you. And this person is going to test that because you're really going to like them. And I think you're going to be scared, but you're going to have to work through that because you're not going to want to lose this person because they are a catch. And they're the person that you're supposed to marry. So take it slow would be my advice. Take it slow. Don't push yourself to tell all your secrets right away. But, let them know a little something, and I'm sure you guys will bond over it. So I'm going to put this down, and we're going to get to the handmade little messages that I have here. Let's get to it. All right, so we're going to start with the hair color. So let's see, what hair color might this person have? Okay. All right, so for hair color, you guys, we have dark brown, brunette, and then we also have black. Okay. And then, so very dark hair color basically is what we've got there for you guys. And let's go for eye color. 1 and 2. All right. Okay. Brown. Makes sense. And wears colored contacts. Okay, so this person might wear some green. I thought green was going to pop out. And so the fact that it says wears colored contacts, maybe for some of you it'll be green because that color is just like in my head. She's like green, green, green. So, but it could be other colors as well. But for some of you it might be green. So remember that because that might be important. All right, we're going right here. Done, easy. All right, zodiac. What do we have? Earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Okay, now let's get to the real fun stuff. Let's do the personality. All right, so what might their personality be like? All right, we're going with that one. Go with that one. This one. All right. Okay, so we have got extroverted. Okay. Compassionate and gentle. Absolutely. Definitely got that vibe. And extroverted too, honestly, because the Knight of Wands is a very extroverted energy. Nerdy. So for some of you, this person might be a little nerdy. And then we've got outgoing and friendly. Okay, very nice. This person sounds sweet. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and check out their style. So how do they dress? For you guys, I think we're going to pull 2 of these. We're going to go with this one right here and this one. Okay, so. All right, so style, for some of you, high fashion, dresses nice, puts a lot of effort into their style, dances to the beat of their own drums. Sorry, my handwriting looks like garbage on this one. But yeah, so they dress really nice. They might dress like really expensively. And then we've got average. So basically the exact opposite. So then for some of you, this person doesn't put a ton of effort into their style. They just look effortlessly nice in like tees and jeans, but they're not like, they don't really care about fashion. They just look nice. Like they don't really like have a distinct look per se. So then we have your wedding will be like, I chose 3 iconic television weddings. This one is yours. Let's see who we've got. Oh, very nice. Charlotte and Harry from Sex and the City, which this guy totally gives me, or girl, obviously, sorry, totally gives me Harry vibes. which sounds funny, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so we've got traditional, high fashion, hey, romantic, absolutely, and so many mishaps, but don't fret, it's good luck. So don't cry when you inevitably spill wine on yourself, but I ran out of room for that. So, yeah, I mean, if you've ever seen that episode of Sex and the City, it's so adorable. They're basically the perfect couple of Sex and the City. Charlotte and Harry are everything. Also, oh my God, there's one part in it. Oh my God. If I remember, I will find the clip and put it in, but it's hysterical. And my friend and I randomly text this to each other all the time for the last decade. We've been doing this. So anyways, iconic episode. Watch it if you haven't. But it's super cute and they're like the perfect couple. And that's your reading. So thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoyed it and you're new, please consider subscribing and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. All right, time for our final group, Group 3, Todoroki. All right, Group 3, let's go ahead and get into it. So who are you going to marry? Also, side note, make sure to stick around to the end for my handwritten little messages, because that's the real fun part. But let's get into it. So for a lot of you guys, this person could very well be a fire sign, or perhaps you could be a fire sign, because we do have the first 3 cards right here are all wand energy. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Also, the Lovers is Gemini. So that could also be a possibility for some of you guys. But let's get into it. Okay, so you are manifesting this person whether you know it or not, because we've got that Magician here. So the Magician is all about manifesting and you being a powerful manifester. The fact that you have the tools, the know-how, you're doing it. Now, I think a lot of you guys maybe aren't believing, because we do have this Princess of Wands energy right here. So the Princess of Wands is, in this deck, she's called the Maid in Waiting. So you can see she's got the roses, the love letters. She's looking all forlorn. Where's my person? Why am I still alone? So I think for a lot of you guys, you kind of are in this, kind of stuck energy. So this energy is stuck. Like I literally just said. Good job, Brooke. But yeah, this is an energy where you might be kind of waiting around. I feel like if you were in my live stream last night, you'll know if this is your message, because I totally called you out in the live stream. And again, this is the group where it's like, if it sounds like I'm reading you, I'm also reading myself partially. Although I'm better about this than I was like a month or 2 ago, but I was really bad about this. You gotta get out of the house, man. That's what this feels like. This feels like you're just kind of waiting, where's my guy, where's my girl? And it's like, well, you gotta get out. You gotta talk to people. You gotta do something different, try online dating, ask your friends for help, say yes to your friends when they invite you out. Go do something, just go. Go to a museum, go to an art exhibition, go to the whatever. Just go, just get out. Shoo. But yeah, no, you guys need to get out more for sure. I think you're kind of in this oh, why won't they just show up at my doorstep? Not necessarily that you're actually thinking that, but I feel like you're just kind of waiting for someone to show up, and that's not how this is going to work. You're going to have to get out of the house. I'm sorry. I know you don't want to. I know. I feel you. But you are manifesting this person. So I feel like if you can just kind of get out of your own way in a sense, you might not be that far off from meeting this person, to be honest. So we've got the Two of Wands here, and the Two of Wands speaks of being at a crossroads in your life, having a decision to make. Do we go down a new path? Do we continue down the old path? And I think for you, what this new path is being optimistic and getting out more. Whereas, again, not getting out as much, maybe being a little bit pessimistic, that's not working anymore. We don't want that energy anymore. We want love. It's here. It's coming. But you got to kind of, like I said, you got to kind of get out of your own way. The Two of Wands speaks of, the world being at your fingertips. So it's flipping your perspective. Instead of viewing it as, oh God, I've been single for so long and I haven't met anyone yet. That means I'm never going to meet anyone because I haven't met anyone. So there's no one out there. Flip that perspective and go, you know what? There are a million fish in this sea. And if I can just get out of my comfort zone and go do something that I don't normally do, then I'll meet them. So we want you guys to be a little bit more optimistic and a little less pessimistic and go down a new road, start a new journey. So this person, again, could very well be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is just somebody who's definitely more in the masculine energy. And everybody has feminine and masculine. So this doesn't mean this has to be a man if you're interested in women, obviously, but I feel like I need to say that so you guys know. Even though I think pretty much all of you know. Anyway, but I think they're more in the masculine energy. And this definitely feels like someone to me who is like in charge. So they very well could be like an entrepreneur, self-employed. They might own a business. They might be like the head of a company. This definitely feels like someone who's just very much like in some sort of like power position, but somebody who's really well liked. Someone who doesn't use their power like to their advantage. Like this is definitely a humble person. I mean, in a sense, like, they're not humble wasn't the right word, because I definitely think that they know they're great. But I mean, what I'm trying to say is that they're not the type of person that's like going to get, rich or get power and then like, not tip, servers. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? I can't think of the word, but like they're a very grateful person, a very gracious person, very friendly. They're generally well liked. So yeah. But yeah, this is someone, like I said, someone who's like in charge, like has that kind of like personality. So I'm thinking, of course, like, like in the bedroom, like just like throw down. I don't know why. You're welcome. Just had to share that. And then we have the Lovers, which is fun because every single group has gotten a card that signifies marriage. So the Lovers is commitment. It can represent marriage, absolutely. This is the person you're going to marry. So this oftentimes represents a past life connection for me, especially with the, ribbon imagery here. It's in a lot of, anime and manga with like the metaphorical ribbon tying the two people together that are meant to be together. And so that's what it always makes me think of. So I definitely feel that this is a past life connection for you guys. So this is someone where you're going to have that instant recognition, that instant connection. You're just going to know that this is your person. Yeah, this is really beautiful. So this is someone who is just going to, really balance with you. Your personalities are really going to balance each other very well. You're going to work well together. You're both going to want commitment. There's not going to be any like difficulty of like, oh God, can I get this person to commit already? Like that's not going to be an issue with this person, I don't feel at all. And let's get on to your oracle cards. So of course, we've got step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Yeah, 100%. I definitely feel with you guys, you're the group that needs to do things differently, go to different places, follow your intuition, because again, you're manifesting this person, so you very well might be intuitively guided to go somewhere or do something that maybe you wouldn't normally do. So listen to your intuition. Okay. Then we've got peaceful resolution. So this is a weird message, but it might be that for some of you, again, I feel like this is a past life connection. So it could be that maybe it didn't work out in the past life. And so maybe this is the life where it's meant to work out. So this peaceful resolution, I don't know, something about the rainbow and the way this imagery looks is making me feel like this interconnectedness. Again, like I feel like this is like maybe it didn't work out in a past life and now it's meant to work out. So that's interesting. Then we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Group 2 got a similar kind of message. And this also speaks of stepping out of your comfort zone. So if you guys struggle with being vulnerable, which like, who doesn't? Hi, same. It's very awful and I hate it. But if you struggle with being vulnerable, if you struggle with being yourself, being totally authentic with someone, take it slow and just every time you talk or every time you hang out, try to force yourself to, divulge something to them, even if it seems small, baby steps. I just heard that in my head. Baby steps, you guys, baby steps. And then we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So, I mean, with this imagery here, this just gives me this vibe again of like that instant connection. Like you're just going to know when you meet this person, You might still be a little bit afraid because, again, I do get that little bit of a sense of maybe a fear of vulnerability from you guys. So you might be a little bit afraid. But if you just kind of like try to like, breathe and just really like try to clear your mind, I think you're just going to know. But anyway, I'm going to put my mic down, so if I sound a little far away, that's why. And let's get into the handwritten messages. So, all right, we're going to start with hair color, and let's see what we've got for you guys. Okay, all three of those are popping out. So we've got light brown. We've got dirty blonde. Ooh, a dirty blonde. And light/platinum blonde. Okay, so a lot of you guys, this person will have light colored hair. All right, so then we've got eye color. This one. All right. Wears colored contacts. And brown. Okay, very interesting. So they might have colored contacts or they might have brown eyes. Okay, so let's do zodiac. I said I was feeling fire, which means inevitably we won't get fire. But let's see what we've got. Oh, yes! Woo! Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, the fire signs. That like never happens. So that was exciting for me. Okay, and personality. So let's see what their personality is like. Okay, we got this one. Okay, this one. This one. All right. Okay, so what do we have for personality? Tough love. Okay, so somebody who's a little bit tough love, which totally goes along with that fire sign energy. Definitely someone, again, who's like powerful, like tough love. Also, again, making me think like throw down in the bedroom, but whatever. Cold aloof. Okay, that's spooky because I literally wrote think Todoroki, and this is Todoroki's group, so that's fun. So cold and aloof. Intense. Oh my god. Okay, you're just gonna be dating Todoroki. I know he doesn't have colored contacts, but like, I mean, kind of looks like it. He's got light colored hair. Well, half of it at least. He's very intense. And he's also got a compassionate and gentle side. So you guys are marrying Todoroki. Congratulations. Anyway, so let's find out about their style. So how do they dress? All right, we're going with this one. I'm going to pull a second one. This one right here. All right. So let's see. For their style, we have... Okay, literally all three groups got this one. Average, doesn't put a ton of effort into style. They just look effortlessly nice in things like t-shirts and jeans. They don't put a ton of effort into their personal style, but they just look nice. Okay, and this is a repeat as well. So we got, like, again, literally the exact opposite of this. High fashion. Dresses nice, puts a lot of effort into their style, and dances to the beat of their own drum. Okay. Final one is your wedding will be like. So I chose 3 iconic TV weddings. And let's see what yours is going to be like. I'm drawn to this one. Yes! Oh, I love when this happened. All 3 groups got a different one. I'm so happy. Okay. April and Andy from Parks and Rec. So a quick courtship. Spur of the moment wetting, because I can talk. Spur of the moment wedding, simple and sweet, close friends and family only, a small wedding, if you will, and you will be marrying your best friend. So how nice is that? Aw, April and Andy. Who doesn't love April and Andy? But anyways, you guys, that's gonna do it for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new and you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you Alright you guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you're new or you're just not subscribed and you liked this, please consider subscribing so you can see more of my content moving forward. Again, follow me on Instagram to keep up with me and my channel and news and sneak peeks. And hopefully I will see you at my monthly live stream the last Saturday of this month, February 29th. And again, I appreciate everyone who came out to the Valentine's live stream. I think it was great. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. I'm just rambling. I guarantee no one's even listening to this, but I record this anyway. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. All right, see you in the next one. Bye.